I hear Michael and George have run up a small debt with you.
A small debt? They owe me a whole heap of work, my friend. A month ago, I told them to dig a hole for shit behind the barn, and I'm still waiting. There's a privy there, but now it's full. The shit has nowhere to go but downhill. It's flowing down to the bathhouse. The other day, they promised that if I poured them a drink, they'd haul sacks of chaff to the barn. They boozed for free all night and swathed down sausages till they were as greasy as a cart axle. But that chaff is still out in the damp and rain.
So, haul some sacks and empty the latrine. And then the debt is paid?
Aye, but I'll bet my boots that even if those two miraculously got off their asses, they'd still manage to rack up another debt in no time.
Couldn't someone else do the work instead of Michael and George? They'd just do a shoddy job anyway. You know them.
Well, they'd have to do it again then. I'm telling you. Until the chaff's undercover and the latrine's clean enough to eat out of, them two owe me.
No, you're right. That pair will have to get off their arses. Excuse me, I'm looking for a friend of mine. He's not from round here, but...
Let me guess. A dirty ruffian who ain't got a grosh into his name but acts like he owns the bloody place.
He was here then?
Aye, he was. He was larging it up good and proper, and then he found some lads who paid his bill, unfortunately.
What do you mean by that? Why unfortunately?
Because they're right ruffians who are always up to no good. But still, birds of a feather, eh? In the end, they left like best pals, but got no idea where they went.
The stress is shifted to the wrong syllable in the second line, and in the last, you squashed 3 syllables into one iambic.
Greetings to you.
Oh, good grief. What on earth are they eating to shit this out? I should have ditched those songsters ages ago.
God bless you.
This is throwing my back out. From my neck to my arse. Ugh, at least it's done.
You rake!
The mistress of my heart and
Christ,
demon.
what did you roll
I beg
around
your
in?
pardon.
The jobs have been done. Like you wanted.
But I gather from the stench you did it all by yourself, and those two dolts didn't lift a finger again, did they? Fuck! How is that supposed to drum the idleness out of them?
It won't. But what can you do?
Nothing. The job's done, so the debt is settled, I suppose. Michael and George can go to the devil for all I care.
Thanks. I'm sure they'll be delighted.
Sooner or later, someone will wring their necks anyway. Not everyone will be as soft on them as me.
I'll have a look at the wares. I'd like to do something about that price.
Well, I suppose we can try.
They went to see Annie for a bit of rough. See? It fits perfectly.
What would you say to this?
We're getting close. Lower your price a little more and we can shake hands.
Stick in the mud. Nobody. Barbarian.
That's a decent price.
Proud of
Thank
it.
you, and take
Let's
care.
drink to that.
What do you want, you yokel? But make it quick.
What's going on around here, innkeeper?
You're not going to believe this, but two local lads claim they found a water goblin's treasure.
You have a water goblin here.
It would be a wonder if we didn't, with all the ponds around. He's got a hut nearby. If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
Since our check Dante don't like it, I'll give him another one for good measure. How
Would you happen to know where I could find these lads?
They often swim at the other side of the Rock Tower Pond. There's a pier there by the dam. That's their spot.
And what did they find there? Are you sure they didn't make it up?
I thought so too at first. They're foolish lads, so I wouldn't be surprised. But then they ordered wine and paid with silver. Their purse was jingling with groschen.
Any other news?
Recently, a bunch of charcoal burners who have their kilns on the hill above the Kerchak Pond came here to have a beer. I started talking to them and they told me they almost didn't make it.
Why?
They said a pack of wolves came after them.
Aren't wolves afraid of people?
That's what I thought too. It's strange.
Since our check Dante
Did they tell you where it happened?
In a gorge above the Rock Tower Pond. They noticed the wolves watching them from the rocks. If you climb up those rocks, you'll be able to see the whole pond from there.
Did they tell you how large the pack was?
They mentioned 3 wolves, but God knows if that's all of them.
dawn, go at it like rabbits.
Do you have any more news?
By the way, we've put together this wee fight club here. Would you like to try it?
That sounds good. What's it about?
It actually came about by chance when the miller Crazel and me bet on who has the stronger hired hands. Then other blokes from the village joined in, and it's become somewhat of a tradition. And that's pretty much everything.
Thanks, innkeeper. That sounds interesting. Tell me more about these fights of yours.
It's really quite simple. You bet some money and fight against 3 blokes in turn. Our first fighter is Hans, a local musician. He may not look like much, but he knows a few tricks. Then we have Bohunek here. He works with horses, so he has more than enough strength to spare. And then there's Fiala. A good bloke, but Dorothy, his wife, has forbidden him from fighting.
I'd like to try the fights here.
Why not? But it won't be for free. If you don't have enough money, try to go and see Crazel at the mill. He recently bragged he was going to send someone here, but no one has come yet. Maybe you can come to some agreement together.
Fine. I'll go and see him, and we'll see. I've squared things with the innkeeper. Your debt's been settled.
Our saviour. We knew you'd support our artistic souls and save our mortal bodies.
May your name live in glory!
Your glory shall be sealed by the song we wrote for you.
Oh my god, what have you done?
Fuck yeah! For you and about you, our hero!
Definitely not going to sing those words, right?
Which words?
You know exactly
I'm
what
just
words.
joking. Right, you ready?
Can't tune the strings.
You've got one job. Good? Right.
When it seems you're out of luck,
There's just one man who gives a fuck.
a friend who'll never leave you stuck. Now who can that friend be?
Well,
Ludiek?
Henry, our hero Henry, the fellow who helps his fellow man. Henry, reliable Henry, he gets the job done the best he can. Oh, oh, oh. Watch out, here we go. Oh, oh, I can't hear you in the back. When you want to string your lute and trumpet with your black drum, who will pull a sheep gut out through the creature's rectum? Oh, Henry, we thank you, Henry, the fellow who helps his fellow man.
His fellow man.
Henry, let's drink to Henry. He gets the job done the best he can. Yeah!
So, how did you like it?
Weren't we fantastic? I tell you, that lute really gave it a punch.
I'd say we were incomparable. Chi la dura la vince. You can't keep a good man down. The world awaits us.
Awaits us with open arms.
In all my born days, I never heard anything quite as dreadful.
Are you saying you didn't like it?
It's clear you're incapable of understanding, incapable of appreciating the subtle nuances of our artistic performance.
You're a barbarian like all these other fuckers. But never mind, we like you anyway.
Dear Enrico, thank you for everything. It's time for us to shake the dust of this God-forsaken place off our feet and seek our fortune in the big wide world.
Kuttenberg, here we come!
New life! Here we come!
Now, hold your horses, fellas. What about my reward for everything I've done for you?
We've already paid you back, my friend.
Didn't you hear the ode we wrote about you?
Look, that's all very nice. But what about some coin?
Please, Henry, don't be so base. No gold in the world can match the luster of our velvet voices.
Just wait till that song about you makes the rounds. You'll be so famous you'll have to fend off the women with a pitchfork.
All right.
Besides, you've gained the most valuable thing in all the world. Friends.
Farewell, friend. And thanks for everything.
Good day.
A